Welcome, brothers, sisters, working class heroes. This is the Rick Smith Show. Thanks so much for being here. Today I have a big program, lots to get to, lots to talk about. Can you hear it? Can you hear that sound? Can you hear the brain cells popping? Can you hear the paranoia? Can you feel the insanity brewing and bubbling there in the White House? Can you feel it? Because Donald Trump has got to be pacing the halls, climbing the walls, skin itching, crawling, checking over both shoulders simultaneously. The walls are watching. They are watching you, Donnie. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the big op-ed today in the New York Times. The anonymous op-ed, the resistance op-ed from inside the White House. The walls are watching. Now, do I think it's a good op-ed? No, I think it's a terrible op-ed. I think it's full of propaganda. I think Mike Pence probably wrote it. I think that's the guy. Because look, bucking for promotion. If you can get Trump out of the way, slide right in there, because I don't think he's electable. I don't think Pence, as extreme and as bizarrely theocratic as he is, it can possibly be elected on his own. He would need this slide in. And as I was reading through this op-ed, they say the person says they're a senior White House official. I'm not really sure where that would put you, but could be VP, could be right there. Goes on to talk about just how insane things are inside the White House. And yesterday we had Woodward's book, who came out and said, virtually everybody thinks Trump's crazy. Virtually everyone thinks he's a liar. Everyone thinks he's incapable of being president. You remember Rob Porter, the White House staff secretary, said it felt like we were walking along the edge of the cliff perpetually, always looking over into the abyss, man. Reince Priebus, who Trump called a little rat. He said Trump's White House is a zoo without walls, bloody and nasty. Former economic advisor Gary Cohn, Trump is a professional liar. Former personal attorney John Dowd, a GD dumbbell and an effing liar. Chief of Staff John Kelly, he's an idiot. He's gone off the rails. We're in crazy town. Mad Dog Mattis, Defense Secretary. He has the understanding of a 5th or 6th grader. Now, those are all excerpts from Woodward's book, and all of them are a lie, according to them. Everything was just made up, much like the Trump is saying about the op-ed today. So I'm reading through this op-ed, and it's making the case. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It's the title of it is "I am part of the resistance inside the Trump administration." This person's trying to say, we're country first. We care about country. And Donald Trump is, doing everything he can do in a detrimental fashion to the health of our republic. That's what they said. And they go on to say that there's a number of us. There's a number of us in the White House who are attempting to thwart his more misguided impulses. Now, look, they're all in favor of deregulating us back to the Stone Age. They're all in favor of robbing and pillaging the tax coffers. They're all in favor of that. But it's the other stuff, and when you read through it, it's really about the trade issue. So these are the people who are like, no, we can't have tariffs. We need to have complete open borders for products so that we can ship jobs overseas, of course, and get exploitable labor and exploitable regulations and all that stuff. That's really what's driving this portion of it. Because they even say Trump's impulses are anti-trade and anti-democratic, and even they admit that he tends towards Putin and Kim Jong-un and Duarte in the Philippines and these dictator types. and basically, gives his thumb to the to our allies. They did say that his leadership style is impetuous, adversarial, petty, and, well, ineffective. And you look at this, and they even said, one day you'll get one response out of him, next day complete opposite response. Flip flop on major issues is what they were saying. And you look at this, and can you imagine what Trump is going through right now? Can you imagine that the best people that he hired? Remember, because he only hires the best people, the most fantastic, bestest of all. These people are spying on him. And it's kind of funny. They also point out it may be cold comfort in this chaotic era, but Americans should know that there are adults in the room. I seriously doubt that. I'm not buying it. They go on to say, we fully recognize what is happening, and we are trying to do what's right, even when Donald Trump won't do it. Yeah, but still, he still has the Twitter, and he still has the pen for the executive orders, and he's still doing all of the things, well,